In addition to the speech and leadership manuals that most of us are working on, Toastmasters has produced 3 series of educational materials: the Successful Club series, the Leadership Excellence series, and the Better Speaker series. Presenting modules from these series is a requirement for several of the Advanced Education and Leadership Awards. Tonight, Lloyd Smith will complete the requirements for his 3rd Advanced Leader Bronze Award by presenting Going Beyond Our Club from the Successful Club series. Please help me welcome Lloyd.
Thank you, Dean. We have a lot of new members, or relatively new members, and so we need to keep reminding ourselves and everybody that when you join the Toastmasters Club, it's more than just this club. You're actually a member of a very large international organization, about 400,000 people and 16,000 clubs in 130 countries right now. And among the things that that organization does is a lot of things that go way beyond this club. The point of this little module that Toastmasters produced is to encourage people to get involved in the organization beyond the club. They offer 3 different things to think about, and I'd like you to consider these too, because they're all things that are doable, and they're things that some people in this room have actually already done. The first one of them is the speech contest. About 10% of the membership every year gets involved in the speech contest. Competitive speaking is not for everybody, just as competitive golf or competitive eating or whatever is not for everybody either. But it's an interesting thing to do. And I'm not necessarily talking about the speaking itself, although that's clearly the focus of the speech contest. Our club here has a history of doing very well in those speech contests. We regularly get people to the district level. We even had somebody make the international level a few years ago. I'm not sure anybody in here was here when Natalie Palmer was a member. She's now our district governor. But Natalie made it to the international semifinals, so last year she was in this one. Beyond the speaking, though, there are numerous things to do at contests that need to be done. They include things like judging, timing, sergeant-at-arms, being the contest chairperson, and so on. Mary Cyree, who's not here tonight, has done that many times in District 2 over in the Seattle area when she was a member over there. Have you worked contests as judging, official, that kind of thing?
Judging, organizing.
Yeah. Contests are interesting. There are 6 or 8 speakers, but below them there's a large pyramid of people. It's kind of like the iceberg theory. And those experiences are very interesting to do. Even judging is really interesting to do. A lot of people are intimidated by it, but shouldn't be. The advantage of being a contest judge is that you never have to explain why you rank the speeches as they were ranked. In fact, theoretically, people aren't even supposed to know you were judging when you were. Beyond the there are contests at the club level. I wish Christina Stepper were here because she's our division governor and she could maybe tell us when the dates are. But we have club contests coming up fairly soon in what's called international speech, a serious speech contest, and it'd be evaluation, right? Because we did table topics last time. Then we'll have an area contest, either here or in Moses Lake. We'll have a division contest somewhere along the line, either here or in Yakima. And then we'll have the district contest at our district conference in Yakima in the later part of April, this coming April. Another thing that they recommend thinking about getting involved in is leadership roles in terms of governance. We have club officers, obviously, but our area also has officers, our division has officers, and then our district has officers. Our club and the other Wenatchee Club, the Tuesday Morning Club, and Moses Lake Club are in Area A1. There's also a Division A, which is our clubs, and then run down through Ellensburg, down into Yakima, and stops, I think now at roughly, the Tri-Cities clubs are no longer in Division A, right? Aren't all of them in Division B now, I think? Pretty much, yeah. And Christina Stepper is our division governor, and then we have our district structure, which is all of eastern Washington, northeastern Oregon, and the northern part of Idaho, Moscow on up. There are numerous opportunities to be district level officers. Dean is a former area governor when the Richland clubs were in Division A. Jack was an area governor in the Seattle area a number of years ago. I was area A1 governor. Have you been an officer?
No, I haven't. Hope I don't.
Well, it's an interesting experience, especially because you get to work with clubs other than your own. It's possible to get into district level leadership too. Another thing they mention in here is conference opportunities. The district runs 2 conferences a year, 2 district conferences every year. They move around a lot. We had one here in Wenatchee about a year and a half ago. The last one was a few months ago in Coeur d'Alene. The next one will be in Yakima. And the one after that, unfortunately, is in Pendleton, which is, trust me, a drive away from here. But in any event, the conferences are very interesting to go to. Now, I know, Dean, you've been to a number of them. Red was obviously the one in Coeur d'Alene. You've been to conferences, haven't you? They're interesting experiences because you get to socialize and meet and network with other Toastmasters, people who are doing similar things to you but have quite different circumstances. One of the most interesting things you can do. Typically, a conference has a big-time speaker, too. At our last conference, the one in Coeur d'Alene, the keynote speaker was Randy Harvey, who was the 2004 world champion public speaker. And I got to tell you, guys who can do that at that level are living in a different world from what the rest of us do when they speak. The one we had here in Wenatchee, we had a woman named Cheryl Rauch, who's one of the superstars in the Toastmasters presentation galaxy. One of those people who knows how to fill a room. It's amazing what you can learn from listening to people like that. The point of all of this is that there are opportunities beyond just this club. I really encourage you to take advantage of them. You're in effect paying for all of this stuff anyway because your dues go to support all of this organization, and you might as well do it, I think.
I would like to second what he just said. It took me a while to get over that energy, inertial barrier, whatever you want to call it, actually go to a district conference, actually go to a contest. And once I did, I realized, wow, these are pretty cool. Like you said, you hear some of the best speakers in the world. And I've always found that tremendously inspirational because I see how good somebody can be. You can see a whole big room of people just riveted, listening. You just want the guy to go on forever and keep talking, or the woman, as Cheryl was talking. So I really encourage